Hi everybody! In this video, I'm going to be going through the notes for lesson 4.6, which is all about multi-step equations. So today we're going to really step it up, and we're going to be looking at equations where it takes lots of steps to solve it. The good news is it's always going to be the same 4 steps. So as long as we learn what order to go in, we're going to do it the same way every time. Step number 1 is going to be to distribute. Now, you may not always need to distribute, but if you see a parentheses, you're gonna need to distribute. And as a quick reminder, distributing just means we need to multiply. Step number 2 is going to be to combine like terms. But this only works if the terms are already on the same side. So we're going to look at the same side only. We're not going to combine things if one of the terms is on the left of the equals and one of the terms is on the right. We're only going to combine like terms if they are on the same side. Then we're going to get the variables together. We need to get all of the x's together and all of them on one side. And the last thing is we're going to solve by undoing. So we're going to try to get the variable by itself. This is the exact order we're going to go in every single time. So let's practice. We're going to draw our line. And then we're going to ask ourselves, do I need to distribute in this problem? So I'm going to see if I see any parentheses here. I do see a parentheses, so my first move is going to be to distribute. The 3 times the x is positive 3x, and the 3 times the 4 is positive 12. Everything else on the left side and the right side, I'm just going to drop it like it's hot. 6x, the equals, the 2x, and the 37. Just copy it all down. Now I'm going to combine like terms, but only if they're on the same side. So first I'm going to look at the left side and ask myself, do I see any like terms on that side? And the answer is yes. The 6x and the 3x are like terms because they both have x's. So when I combine those, I get 9x, and then I'm just going to copy down the plus 12. Now on the right-hand side, there are no like terms to be combined. So I'm just going to copy everything down. 2x plus 37. Now I'm going to get all my variables together. Since my variables are not on the same side, I can't just combine them. I need to actually undo them to move them. So I'm going to subtract the 2x on both sides. And 9x minus 2x is 7x. And I'm going to copy down the plus 12. The 2 x's cancel, and so I get 37. Last but not least, I'm just going to solve by undoing. So I'm going to start by subtracting the 12 on both sides, which means I get 7x equals 37 minus 12 is 25. And then I'm going to divide by 7. So 7's cancel, and I get x equals 25 divided by 7. I'm just going to grab my calculator here. And I get 3.57. And I'm done. So that's it. Every single problem you will ever do can be solved in 4 steps. Let's try it again. For problem number 1, I'm going to draw a line through my equal sign. And I'm going to ask myself, do I need to distribute? There are no parentheses here, so I don't need to distribute. Instead, I'm going to skip to the combining like terms part. So I'm going to focus on the left side first. On the left side of the equals, I can see that there are 2 terms here that are like terms. 8x minus 3x would be 5x. And then I'm going to copy down the minus 10 and the 20. Now I just need to get the x by itself. There are no variables that I need to get together, so I'm going to jump straight to undoing. I'm going to add the 10 on both sides, which means I get 5x equals 20 plus 10 makes 30. And then I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. And I'm going to get x equals 6. For problem number 2, I'm going to draw a line through my equal sign. I'm going to start by asking myself, do I need to distribute? And the answer is yes. I see a parentheses. The invisible number before this parentheses is a 1. So I'm going to distribute a -1. -1 times 2m is negative 2m, and -1 times 12 is negative 12. Then I'm just going to copy down the 7m and the 23. Now I'm going to ask myself, do I need to combine any like terms? Well, on the left side, it's just the number 23, but on the right side, 7m minus 2m combined makes 5m. And then I'm going to bring down the minus 12 and the 23. Now I need to ask myself, do I need to get any variables together? And the answer is no. There's only one m, so I can just skip straight to undoing. To undo the minus 12, I'm going to plus 12 on both sides. I'm then going to have 23 plus 12, which is 35, equals, I'm just going to drop down the 5m. Then I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. And 35 divided by 5 is 7. And 5's cancel, so it's just m. And I'm done. Let's try a couple more. So for problem number 4, I'm going to start by drawing a vertical line through my equal sign. I'm going to ask myself, do I need to distribute? And the answer is yes. I see that there's a parentheses here, so I'm going to distribute. 3 times n is 3n, and 3 times 2 is 6. Then I'm going to copy down my 9n and my plus 12. Now I need to ask myself, is there any like terms to combine? If I look at just the left side, there are no like terms, and if I look at just the right side, there are no like terms. So now I'm going to have to get those n's to be together on the same side. That means I need to undo one of them. So I'm going to subtract 3n on both sides. When I do that, the 9n minus the 3n makes 6n plus 12. And I bring down the 6. Then I'm going to solve by undoing. So I'm going to add 12 on both sides. I get 6n equals 6 plus 12 is 18. And then I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides. And so I get 6 divided by 6 is n equals 18 divided by 6 is 3. And I'm done. Last but not least, let's try a really challenging problem. It's got everything. And let's make sure we can go through these same 4 steps to figure it out. So I'm going to draw a line, and then I'm going to ask myself, do I see any parentheses? The answer is yes. I actually see a parentheses on the left side of the equation and a parentheses on the right side of the equation. So step number 1 is going to be to distribute. I get negative 4x minus 10, and then I'm going to copy down the negative 4x. And on the other side, I'm going to distribute, and I get negative 7x minus 7, and I'm going to copy down the 10. Then I'm going to ask myself, do I see any like terms that I can combine? On the left side, I can combine the negative 4x and another negative 4x, which means I get negative 8x. And then I copy down the minus 10. And on the right side, I can combine the 10 minus the 7, which together makes 3, and I can copy down the negative 7x. Now I can see there are x's on both sides of my equation. So I'm going to get them together by adding 7x on both sides to undo the minus. Now, negative 8x plus 7x is negative 1x. And then I just copy down the minus 10. On the other side, the 7x's cancel, so I just get 3. Last but not least, I'm going to get the x by itself. So I'm going to add 10 on both sides, which means I can cancel the 10s, and I get negative 1x equals 3 plus 10 is 13. Then I'm going to divide by negative 1 to get the x by itself. And so I get x equals 13 divided by negative 1, which is negative 13. And I'm done. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon for some practice.